Z-Zombies Year 91 Part 7 Clocktime. Chronicles 100 Years. Brook Zeta Cordo. In the year 91 after the outbreak of Zeta, La Raza Buena has become the heart and the neuralgic center of the small communities of the region, has flourished beyond the expectations of its founders. Now, as a state city, governed by a democratic council, composed of elected representatives from each orphanage sector of the city, it met regularly in the council room in the reconstructed building on the old Spa Hotel lobby. Decisions were taken through open debate and voting, reflecting general will. At nightfall, the Democratic Council often holds open meetings where citizens can participate and debate some decisions on the future of La Raza Buena. Afterwards, families gather to dine and relax, sharing stories of the day and enjoying the safety and comfort of their homes. From its beginnings as a refuge in times of despair, La Raza Buena had grown to become a center of civilization, and what learned during the Zeta outbursts had forged a resilient and united society capable of facing adversity. Despite its success, La Raza Buena faced new challenges. Resource management, relations with neighboring communities, and the integration of new citizens required wise and equitable governance. The Democratic Council worked tirelessly to ensure prosperity for all. The legacy of La Raza Buena is a chronicle of survival, innovation, and hope. As the state city continues its journey through the years, its legacy serves as a reminder of what is possible when humanity unites to build something greater than the sum of its parts. The saga of La Raza Buena is a testimony to the tenacity of the human spirit and its ability to create an oasis of prosperity in the midst of desolation. With each new dawn, the state city rises not only as a home for its inhabitants, but as an example for the world of what can be achieved with vision and unity. Mornings start early, with the first rays of the sun illuminating the fields and streets. Some go to urban gardens in the care of hydroponic crops, while others deal with fish farming. Selective pigeon breeding develops, with excitement, and children and young people prepare to attend the academy, where they study a variety of disciplines ranging from engineering to humanities and art. The academy, formerly a library, had expanded to include several faculties, offering science and craft education. Cultural festivals were held regularly, attracting visitors from far and near, eager to experience the rich culture of La Raza Buena. The Academy is the center of community training and intellectual development, a place where young people prepare not only for the challenges of the present and to be the leaders and visionaries of the future. Students arrive at the Academy at dawn, greeting their peers and instructors. The campus is a cradle of activity, with classrooms open into courtyards full of crops and technology laboratories. Students learn to design sustainable systems and innovate in fields such as renewable energy. Biology, chemistry, and physics are taught not only theoretically, but also through practical experiments and field projects. Literature, history, and the visual and performing arts are explored to foster creativity and cultural understanding. Courses in carpentry, urban agriculture, and mechanics prepare apprentices to make a practical contribution to the community. Students work on projects that solve real community problems, applying their knowledge to create practical solutions. Excursions and internships with active professionals allow students to experience firsthand the applications of their learning. The programs foster collaboration between different disciplines, reflecting the interconnected nature of the real world. The Academy not only educates, it is also a center of thought and debate where ideas are generated that drive progress and where the minds are cultivated that will guide the community towards the future. A pillar that supports the vision of a society that values knowledge, innovation, and collective wisdom, ensuring that the state city continues the moon is a bustle of activity in the central market, where merchants offer local and imported products at the price of gramos de pólvora. The tea and dining houses serve traditional dishes and a famous potato wine, along with culinary innovations that reflect the diversity of the city. Artists and musicians illuminate the squares with their creativity, offering citizens and visitors a cultural relief. In the afternoons, students, technologists, and scientists from the Templo TEC share their latest findings with the community, from renewable energy devices to medical technology. The athletes and teams of Los Vigilantes of La Raza Buena train in fields and gyms, preparing for everything, and for local and regional competitions that foster community spirit and health. On weekends, holidays are special in La Raza Buena. Fairs, festivals, and celebrations are organized that honor both the history of the community and its current achievements. These events are an opportunity for everyone, from the youngest to the oldest, to come together and celebrate life in this city, a unique state. Every day is an opportunity to learn, work and enjoy life in an environment after the ETA that has been transformed into an example of human resilience and prosperity. The temple, once a workshop and ammunition factory, was now a research and development complex where technologists and scientists worked on projects that benefited the entire region. The city also hosted a vibrant market where merchants from all communities exchanged goods and knowledge. During a routine patrol of Los Vigilantes, the group responsible for the security and exploration of the surroundings of La Raza Buena came across something they did not expect. In the shadows of what had been a commercial district, they found a group of children, alone and hungry, among the ruins. Carefully, the watchmen took the orphans to the security of the state city. The community welcomed these children, providing them with food, shelter and a sense of belonging. The academy played a crucial role in the integration of the orphans, nicknamed VH. Instructors and senior students became mentors, helping them to adapt to their new environment and overcome the trauma of loss. The children began attending classes, discovering talents and passions that they did not even know they had. Over time, VH showed skills for science and joined the temple technicians, while others found their vocation in the arts or sport and the watchmen. At this point, 3 of the most restless H were trying to join the Vigilance. Eddie, Shoni, and Anika's determination to unite despite being known as VH has shown a mixture of academic excellence and rebelliousness that could be just what the Watchmen need. Eddie, Johnny, and Annika approached the Watchmen with a request to be considered for training. The leaders of Los Vigilantes saw in them the same fire and determination that once propelled the founders of La Raza Buena. Under the guidance of the most experienced members, the 3 began a rigorous training program. The skills they had demonstrated in academia and sports were polished and channeled into tactics and strategies. It wasn't easy for Eddie, Johnny, and Anika. They had to deal not only with the physical and mental challenges of training, but also with the resistance of some members of the community who still saw them only as VHS. The value of the unit. Over time, his actions in various reconnaissance and rescue missions showed that what really matters is not the origin of a person, but his courage and his contribution to the community. The inclusion of Eddie, Johnny, and Micah in the Vigilance cast unnoticed in La Raza Buena. The Vigilantes had evolved from being guards, with the Restas to becoming a security, exploration, rescue, and investigation institution. Before dawn, Shoni, Anika, and Edie gathered at the main gate of the Rosary. Each carried a backpack with supplies, tools, and communication devices developed by the temple technicians. Their faces reflected a mixture of nervousness and determination. The city in silence. The city that once lived was a skeleton of concrete and oxidized iron. The collapsed buildings and streets, invaded by vegetation, were slowly covering their carcasses for the time traces. Edie, with his sharp sense of direction, led the way, while Anika documented every finding with her camera. While exploring a building that seemed to have been a library, the trio stumbled upon an artifact of a technology they did not recognize. It was old-fashioned, possibly communicative. Shoni, with his technical training, suggested taking him back to his studio. Later, among the dirt of what had been a square, covered by the frond, they found the oxidized remains of different types of vehicles, carried by the time these metal skeletons, once symbols of movement and progress, are now still consumed by time and nature. As they opened up, the trio stumbled upon what seemed to be an old parking lot. Vehicles of different shapes, cars and some motorcycle, all reduced to corroded frames, told the riots of a hurried flight of a population that once tried to escape the chaos of the erupted Z. The discovery of skeletons in the vehicles added a shady dimension to Shoni, Anika, and Edie's reconnaissance mission. This finding is a silent reminder of the lives lost during the chaos of the Z-blast and the gravity of the events that led to the formation of La Raza Buena marked the place on the map and planned to report to the authorities. In the afternoon, Edie said, "Well, we've done enough surveys for today. Are you ready to come back?" Micah, "Yes, but we can't just leave these remains here. We need to do something." Edie, "We've already marked the place and then task the report when we get back. They'll know how to handle this." Shoni, "They could have been our ancestors. Now, let's go upstairs and go home." Edie, "Come on, I'll turn on the engine." Anchor, "Wait, did they hear that? Looks like there's something in between those debris." Edie, "It must be OTHERRACE. Shoni, "Let's keep our eyes open." We don't want surprises on the way back. Anchor, don't worry, W-A-R-E, the watchers, what could Mallersalt do? Hee laughter, that's what I hope. Come on, they're waiting for us. Micah, stop and wait, look over there. Is that what I think it is? Hee, closing eyes, it looks like an ambulance. But it's in very bad condition. How is it still moving? Shoni, no matter your condition, we can't underestimate an ambulance. We have to keep our distance and make sure it disables and doesn't follow us. Anika, asserting, you're right. Anika came out of the vehicle and with a clear shot struck down the ambulance. Lugos approached with the security precautions and with 2 more shots, confirmed the deactivation of the zombie. Come on, we have to come back and report on this. Maybe, looking back, yeah, and maybe we need to organize a patrol to make sure there's no more of them on track. Shoni, starting the electric vehicle, alright, everybody in. Let's stay calm and go home. With caution and unity, the watchmen face the reality that the dangers of the past can still rise. The